Trubisky.
Speaking of like,
so then we have the top 5 sleepers, second round prospect sleepers.
I got a lot of players.
So I just quickly get mine out the way since I just got 5. Man.
No, I can go through my 5 that I really want to take. I can do a little bit of honorable mentions. Right. My honorable mentions are going to be players I already mentioned prior to before. Okay. Linebacker Darius Leonard out of South Carolina State. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be one of those players that comes out of nowhere and just dominates instantly. I don't know if you watched the film yet.
Yeah, I'm actually aware of him. I'm aware of him. Yeah.
He's solid. DJ Chark, the one I mentioned earlier. Wide receiver. Very fast. Can do a little bit better with catching, but that fast, it's kind of, and that tall. He has this, like, he kind of, I don't really want to compare him to certain superstar players, but he looks like Randy Moss in a sense, where he's just like this. I'm just saying combine numbers. That's only. As far as
Moss.
No, just as far as combine numbers. I'm not gonna give him the super, but Moss came from a small school.
That's true.
And it's a different type of it's a different type of NFL. So it's Moss coming out now is not the same Moss from back then. That's what I'm just saying. These are it's really different. But I'm just saying this is like in a sense of height, speed, and like just in general in that sense.
It's a lot of praise.
I'm just giving this comment. I'm not saying he's gonna have the same type of talent. I don't want to put it out there. I just want to make that clear.
Okay.
All right. Another player who I'm gonna put another honorable mention is Arden Key. I think he have him as one of the top guys.
Yeah, I got him on my list. Yeah.
The reason I want to put him because I think he might get drafted early. The only reason why he might not is because of off the field issues, and you know how that off the field issues just drop you, especially with Randy Gregory at Dallas Cowboys. He was like in almost similar situation. Top pick, hasn't played ever since. But those are my players. That's my honorable mentions. All right, so let me go into it. I'm gonna go with Alabama running back Bo Scarborough. Big guy. I think he kind of remind me of what's this guy? What's your guy from the Giants? Brandon Jacobs. Very high. He doesn't go too low, but he's a very big guy. Only problem is that he had leg injuries. That's the only reason why he didn't get enough. But he kind of reminded me between him and what's the guy that Detroit just picked up? I just said it. LeGarrette Blount.
Okay.
Has the same ability where he has a nose for the end zone. I think he had about 500 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns off of the minimum carries, and he had 5.7 yards per carry. He's a big guy. He knows how to hit the hole and breakaway speed. I think they tracked him going about 22 miles per hour at one point. He's fast, freakily.
Okay.
Number 4. I went to running backs. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm going to go Mike McCray out of Michigan, linebacker. He played very well in the Senior Bowl. Then I've watched him. Every tackle he makes. Every tackle that comes in the vicinity he makes. And he can play very well on coverage. I think he's one of those players that's also going to ask where he came from, how did he come out of. He's been very good. Especially played out of Michigan with the brother, Harbaugh, a very good defensive mind player. He's learned very well. He's been a star there for a while. Top in the team in tackles in the last couple of years. Very solid player. I think he's another a solid one. I'm gonna go with number 3. I'm gonna go with Armani Watts out of Texas A&M. Safety. He to me reminds me like he is like one of the next, like beyond the top safeties that's been mentioned as far as James and Fitzpatrick. He's another one of those combo safeties where he can play almost linebacker and that safety position, and as far as cornerback, a very hard hitting safety, a smart safety for Texas A&M. He kind of reminds me of Keanu Neal out of Atlanta Falcons. Okay. He has that same type of intangibles. Like he's a very another sleeper that I think is coming out there. My second is Michael Gallup out of Colorado State, wide receiver. He led Actually, I think I had it here because I know I've seen it. Let me double check. Because he had some numbers that were very interesting to me. But he led pretty much the college football in third down receptions and yards after catch. So that just tells me that this kid could just ball, and he's still fairly new to NFL. Only playing like a few years in high school. Only like I think a 2-year starter. He had to been traded from one team to another.
In high school?
No. I mean in college he traded from one team to another. No. I think he only played 2 years in high school.
I'm like, wow.
He's fairly new, so I think coming in,
okay.
He'll get more into like he's very quick on his first step. He's very fast.
So he's like Jello. He's unexposed.
Huh?
He's like Jello ball. He's unexposed.
Yeah, yes, in that sense. But very fast, so you got to give him space. He's getting very fine touch with his cuts. If you see him from a couple years ago to now, you can see that his more a fine touch. Very like he'd be a very like almost like a Golden Tate, like that person that you can get the ball to and make some plays.
Golden Tate was a monster in college.
No, I'm just saying in a sense.
Okay.
I'm just giving. I'm not one of those good people that give comparisons, but I'm just saying like
skill set. Okay.
I'm not gonna say like he's gonna be just like him.
Okay,
but
like he has similar skills.
Like you can throw him anywhere in any position.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 slot off the backfield, you can make a play.
Okay.
And my number one is gonna go. Oh man, what team is he from? Hercules. His name is Hercules. I'm gonna say his last name kind of wrong because it kind of sounds like motherfucker, but it's Mataafa.
Wow.
Mataafa.
We're gonna have to put that in at the bottom. What that real name is.
Mataafa.
Sorry, brother.
Brother.
We are butchering this.
Sorry, my Hawaiian brother. But he plays defensive tackle. He's very undersized. Okay. He's 252 pounds.
That's not undersized.
No, that's very undersized for defensive.
I'm just joking.
Oh, I was like, that's very undersized linebacker, bro. I didn't know he was like, very undersized for that position.
Okay.
I'm gonna get his team that he played. I'll get into that later. But very dominant in that position. Like he has one of the fastest first steps that I've seen in quite some time.
So like one step?
See, I'm not gonna give names like that because he's not the size. Okay. Like I want to say Aaron Donald and stuff like that. I won't say he's fast like but he's not.
Donald training with knives.
Yeah, but I heard it was fake knives. But I heard it was like a little ploy. But either way, who knows? But
man, when I looked like he was playing with them knives though.
But when I looked at his numbers to Aaron Donald's numbers, just combine numbers. Again, I'm just saying combine numbers. Okay. Very similar. Okay. Aaron Donald ran a 4.69. Mm-hmm. He ran a 4.71. Mm-hmm. The shuttles were about the same. The 3-second cones was almost similar. Mm-hmm. The bench press was the same. Their arm length and his arm length is bigger, and his hands is bigger, and his arm length is just a half inch smaller. Okay. That's what I'm saying. As far as basic intangibles, is about the same. Okay. Very quick first step. The fact of when I seen him take double teams and beat them is what gets me. Yeah, it's because he's undersized. Like I said, he's going against people 50 and 70 pounds bigger. And this is why I give him. That's why he's my number one, because I think coming out, like no one's gonna expect him, and I think he just may be a rotational player. Yeah. But my only problem is I'm not sure of how he's gonna fit because he really is not a pass rusher on the outside. Mm-hmm. He's not really a linebacker. He's really on that tackle position. So I think he's better as a 4-3. He played in a 3-4 defense where they shifted a lot, and he just watch a tape against Oregon, and you're gonna see him run through double teams. Okay. It's amazing. And see him against USC, where he's in 2 different red zone situations. He stopped top running back Ronald Jones in the backfield for tackles for losses. Wow. And I think last year he led the league. He didn't lead. He was top 5 with 22 tackles for loss. Yeah, wow. He has an amazing motor. He's not really fast, but he's quick and he doesn't stop. He's relentless. So that's my top 5.
Wow, that was impressive. Those are some real sleepers. Those are not names that I'm familiar with at all.
Yeah, I've been watching those.
My name's a little bit more popular. Mm-hmm. They're more or less just sleepers that might slip to the second and third round that I think are just first round talents. So, I mean, for me, I start off with my number 5 is actually Nick Chubb, running back from Georgia.
That's a definite.
I feel like he might slip to the second and third round, but he's definitely a first round talent.
The injuries is the problem, and they keep saying that he's not explosive.
Correct.
He shared the ball with two other running backs,
and
when he gets
put on the list too,
Sonny Michel.
Yeah, Michel. Yes. Another talented kid that might slip to the second round.
Nick Chubb, the way that he runs the ball, like when he does come in, all he does is get big yards. Yeah. He doesn't run as much. Yeah. So he's the most, out of all the running backs, I think he's the most healthiest coming in.
Yeah. He reminds me of Garrett Blount a little bit. It's like he's not fast, but he gets yards.
Yeah.
Or even Marshawn Lynch. Not fast, but I'm going to get you yards.
I think I give Geis Marshawn Lynch more than him. Geis is a beast.
Geis is powerful.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, but now he's not a sleeper at all.
He's not leaving that first round.
He's not a sleeper at all.
Somebody's picking him up in that first round. I don't care who.
He's late 20s. He's out there. Yeah. So for me, number 4 was actually I can't pronounce his first name for nothing.
Is it
Equanimus St. Brown?
Oh, Equanimus St. Brown. Oh yeah,
wide receiver.
Yeah.
So
big receiver, man.
Massive. Like watching this tape makes me think of Plaxico Burress a little bit. I just feel like again, the skill set that he brings to the table, if in the right situation, he can be very productive in the NFL. Just off of size and what his skill set is. So I look at him like he could be a first round talent, like the Cowboys, the way they like Dez Bryant, like they like that physical brand of receiver. He's that kind. I don't think he would blend well with Dez. Like you'd have to get
you got to get rid of Dez because it doesn't make sense.
But as far as like Dez Bryant, the way Dez was actually very good at just being able to out physical receivers and take the ball, he has that kind of ability or possibly to go into that line. So
I think St. Brown is very similar to how like people like hype up over Sutton.
Yes.
And I think I like Brown a little bit better than Sutton. I think he has better hands.
And I think
I think Sutton runs better routes.
For me, I just see Sutton had the best hands that I saw through this process.
I seen him drop a lot in the combine. That's my problem.
That's true. He didn't look good.
So it made me kind of
on tape. He had some fine hands.
But then
I don't know if he broke a finger during the year or something happened.
But then I kind of
was nervous at the combine.
He wasn't
being thrown by.
He has that Dez Bryant ability though.
Yes, he does. But that's number 4, Mr. Brown with Notre Dame. Number 3, he was once a top 10 pick. And somehow just fell back over the last few months. Arden Key, defensive end, outside linebacker for LSU.
The field issues, man.
I guess his name is being drugged through the mud a little bit.
He had a shoulder injury.
Yeah,
he's been the heart of the LSU defense. I remember when he came back.
Yeah,
that defense I think notched up like 6 sacks that first game.
Yeah,
him coming back. So just like
he was being compared to Javarius Clowney at one point last year. And somehow he's slipped out of this. So for me, if he slips to the second and third round, it's looking like it's gonna happen.
I think Colts pick him up.
He becomes an absolute steal in the second and third round.
That's a good chance.
You know what I'm saying? Absolute steal. That's my number 3. Number 2, I got Dallas Goedert. He's a tight end that, in the beginning of this process, seemed like he was a lock for a first round.
Michigan?
No, South Dakota State.
South Dakota State. Okay, yeah, he was on the top.
It seemed like he was a lock for a first round pick. And then all of a sudden, like it seemed like his name was just being slowly. I see him on a mock draft in the third round, and I don't know where this is happening. But if he slips to the second or the third round,
Gronk.
You know what I mean? He slips somehow because he's from a small.
Am I the only school? Am I the one that sees that?
I think it's because that small school situation.
And why did they keep? I don't understand. Like it's 2018. Like you gotta understand that small school stuff. It has to stop. That has nothing to do with anything.
That's simple. And lastly, my number 1 here. Another guy that looked like he was top 15 at one point. They were talking about him with Roquan Smith and Tremaine Edmonds. And now all of a sudden he's slipped into this. And my guy is Malik Jefferson from Texas. Outside linebacker, middle linebacker. He could play both positions. But he was once considered the hardest hitting linebacker in the draft. And then all of a sudden my man Tremaine Edmonds got a few tapes that came out. And now he's the guy that every guy, like I seen on Twitter last week, if the Giants do trade back to 11, every Giant fan wants Edmonds to be the pick. And
why? Edmonds is very young. This is my problem. He's 19 years old.
Was it Virginia Tech?
Yeah, he's 19 years old.
Yeah. He definitely, his hits on that film do look like NFL hits.
Who, Tremaine Edmonds?
Yeah, he had some real hits.
You know what's funny about Tremaine Edmonds?
Yeah.
His whole size and stature.
Yeah.
It's very similar to Darius Leonard. Same size, but Darius Leonard just a little bit shorter.
Okay.
But the same everything. Quickness, off the ball, everything like that.
But I mean on the tape though.
But on the tape
he has a very good highlight tape. I will give him that.
But
It looks very good. Like it looks like a Ray
I don't know
Lewis
what.
type of
You're
tape.
absolutely right. I don't know what happened to Malik Jefferson.
But that's what I got. Because if he slips in the second round,
That's amazing. You know,
that's like the Mario Davis to the Panthers type of like steal.
You know, it's another linebacker, but I think he's going in the first round. I want to put him on my mention, but it's Vander Esch, Boise State.
Yeah. I should have gone like 15, 16. Draft.
Huh?
Like that middle, they got him going.
Yeah, just I said. I think he's most likely going there, but no one's really has spoken about how. You know, he remind me of mainly. He compared to me. I compare him to Gerard Davis of last year, where he just where he comes in and you just forget he's a rookie.
Quietly does his thing.
Gerard Davis last year had 96 tackles.
Very solid, yeah. But that whole Detroit defense.
But I'm just saying that's
overachieved.
But that's a rookie starting at middle linebacker at your Mike linebacker.
He's also a first round pick.
I understand.
You expect that dude to be a starter.
Exactly, but quietly he's just gonna be that good. Correct. That's what I mean. Like that's what I compare him to. I think that's what's gonna happen to him. I think a team like Green Bay picks him up and he just. I don't think Green Bay needed a linebacker. They got Blake Martinez and stuff like that.
Green Bay's good right now.
But that was the main guy that I thought that was.
That's my good. That's my top 5. But then, like as I finish this off, I'll quickly go into as we go through the draft process. You know, I think a lot of times, you know, fans say like this player's a bust, that player's a bust, or this player didn't work hard enough to be successful in the league. And we got to realize there's a lot of politics that go into the NFL, like a lot of politics that go into work. Like every day at work, you know, we might know that the guy that we work next to deserves a promotion, but for some reason he's been working there for 3 years and never got it. There's politics in every job we go through. There's politics in the NFL.